Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Imi and my channel is all about veganism, zero waste, minimalism and how to make your own things natural. All the things that you're using, like to help you make them in a natural way instead of using chemicals and things like that. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to share with you my top 3 favourite natural teas, which are also zero waste if you can find them unpackaged. So let's get started. My number 1 tea, my favourite, absolute favourite fresh tea is obviously mint tea. Mint tea is just so delicious and refreshing, and when you're using fresh leaves like these ones, the taste is just so much more fragrant and delicious, and you can really taste the essence of that mint. It's really simple when you're making natural tea. All you have to do is simply go and get some mint. I have a mint plant and I use this teapot where it's a glass one so that I don't have to buy any plastic, and all it has inside it is just this kind of strainer type thing which keeps the stuff separate from the water so that when you drink it, it's nice and drained already. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put these lovely fresh mint tea leaves into the strainer part of the teapot. I always forget the name of the thing. And then all you're going to do is just cover it in boiling water, however hot you want it to be. Unless you want to drink it straight away, then just make it quite warm. And then you're just going to let it sit there for probably about 4 or 5 minutes, just to make sure that it's really absorbing all the flavour. But obviously with mint tea, to be honest, you can just put it in for 30 seconds and it will taste very, very, very fresh and quite strong and fragrant. Okay, and my second favourite is, I think, probably quite a popular one. It's obviously lemon and ginger tea. But here you can see I've got this other plant which I also have a bush of it back in my garden. It's called verbena. And this plant actually, when you rub the leaves and you smell it, it just tastes exactly like lemon. So, but it's just a kind of a different kind of citrusy lemony smell, but it's very, very, very lemony. It's just nice to give it just a different texture or different depth into your tea that you're drinking, and I just think it adds a nice extra freshness, especially because I've tried growing lemons and it just doesn't work out. If you haven't seen my video about food waste, about how to reduce your food waste, I'll share with you my tip now. With ginger, a lot of people cut it with knives, but that wastes so much of it. So if you just use a spoon instead, you can just scrape off the top layer and only waste what you absolutely have to, so that you're keeping as much of the ginger as possible. With this, we're going to do just exactly the same as we did with the mint tea. We're just going to put all the different parts, the lemon, the ginger and the verbena, we're just going to put it in that strainer, put the lid on, and then we're just going to pour lovely boiling hot water, or, you know, hot water, however hot you want it, if you want to drink it now or in a couple of minutes. Obviously with this one, it's not as fragrant as the mint, so I would suggest leaving it in for a little bit longer. You can also crush the ginger just to make sure that the juices are so kind of released as well, so you get a real gingery kick when you're drinking your tea. And just the same as the mint tea, when you're ready, you just pour it into a cup and enjoy. Okay, the last one, third and last, is a bit of, you might think, a bit of a rogue one, but it's actually so delicious, and also it has absolutely wonderful qualities. The main ingredient is orange and turmeric has absolutely incredible properties. It helps with healing, it helps with antibacterial, and it helps with your digestive system. It also, be careful because it stains your fingers if you're not careful, because it's so, so, so orange. But another added benefit is that turmeric is actually a natural teeth whitener. So if that's what you're interested in, it's the perfect tea for you. If you haven't seen my video on turmeric milk, which I use when I'm in pain instead of painkillers, definitely I'll leave the link below and you can go and check that out, because that is delicious. So what we're going to do here is, I don't like to strain this, I just like to keep everything in the cup, because I find that with the orange, I like the orange to be quite a deep taste, so the longer I leave it in there, the more fragrant everything becomes. And as you can see here, we're going to put in some peppercorns as well, which you might think is a bit rogue, as I said earlier, a bit weird, but peppercorns actually help release the good properties that are in turmeric, and it helps your body absorb those properties even more and efficiently than if you didn't use the peppercorns at all. And you can crush them, but I don't actually like to drink the peppercorns, so I don't crush them, I just put them in whole. And then you just put everything else in, you put the orange, and I like to squeeze a bit more orange in there just to give it that really, really, really strong taste. Turmeric obviously, and then I'm adding in some cinnamon stick as well, because these flavours go so, so, so well together. It tastes a little bit like a Christmassy drink, I suppose, with the cinnamon and the orange, but then the turmeric has a really distinct unique flavour also, which I am in love with. Now with this tea, you can add any kind of sweetener if you want. I don't use honey because obviously I'm vegan, but you can use maple syrup, agave syrup, anything like that, just to add some sweetness if that's what you like. I don't need it, but if you need it, go ahead and use it. Thank you so much for watching this really quick video just on how to make natural teas. Obviously there are so many more that you can make. Another one, a favourite of mine, is rose petals and raspberries. It might sound very weird, but it's actually delicious. Obviously mixed berries, apple tea, there's so many more out there. So give them a try and let me know down below what your favourites are, because I would love to hear from you. I always do. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.